The silent impact, GMOs and reproductive health. Could the food on your plate silently impact your ability to start a family? GMOs have sparked debates worldwide, but what about their effects on reproductive health? In this video, we uncover the hidden truths and cutting-edge research about GMOs and their potential impact on fertility. Stay tuned, this might just change how you think about food forever. The global GMO landscape, genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have revolutionized agriculture, helping feed billions of people worldwide. With promises of increased yields and resistance to pests, these modified crops are seen as a lifeline for our growing population, contrasting perceptions. But beneath this polished surface lies a growing debate. While GMOs promise efficiency and abundance, emerging research raises troubling questions about potential health risks. Could these engineered foods be silently affecting our well-being, highlighting the risk? Among these concerns is the possibility that GMOs may be linked to reproductive health problems, reduced fertility, hormonal disruptions, and changes in offspring health have been observed in some studies, leaving scientists and consumers questioning the long-term impact of what we eat. Setting the stage for the journey, today, we'll dive into the evidence, the debates, and the real-world implications. How do GMOs impact our reproductive health? What does the science say? And what steps can we take to protect ourselves? Are GMOs impacting fertility? Let's explore the truth. Invitation to engage. This is a conversation that affects us all, from scientists and farmers to families sitting at the dinner table. Let's explore the potential risks, hear from experts, and empower you to make informed decisions for your family's future. The silent impact, GMOs and reproductive health. Explanation of GMOs. Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, are created by altering the DNA of crops to achieve specific traits. For example, scientists insert genes to make plants more resistant to pests, tolerate herbicides like glyphosate, or produce higher yields. The result: crops that are easier to grow, more reliable, and more efficient to produce. Some of the most common GMOs include corn, soybeans, and cotton. These crops not only dominate global agriculture, but also form the foundation of countless processed foods, making GMOs nearly unavoidable in modern diets. The purpose of GMOs. GMOs were developed to solve major agricultural challenges. They help farmers combat pests, reduce the need for chemical pesticides, and produce more food on less land. In regions facing food insecurity, GMOs offer hope for greater stability and access to nourishment. The controversy. Despite these benefits, GMOs remain one of the most controversial topics in science and agriculture. Critics raise questions about their safety, especially when it comes to potential long-term health impacts like reproductive issues. So, what do we really know about their effects on human health? Building context for the investigation. As GMOs have become a cornerstone of global agriculture, the conversation has shifted to their impact beyond farming. Could these engineered crops carry unintended consequences for our bodies, particularly our reproductive health? Let's dive deeper into the science to uncover the answers. Since their introduction in the 1990s, GMOs have become a staple in our food supply. Over 70% of processed foods in supermarkets now contain GMOs. But alongside these advancements, questions have emerged. Are they truly safe? Could they impact our reproductive health? The science. Some animal studies have linked GMO consumption to reproductive issues. For example, a 2008 study found that female rats fed GMO soybeans had reduced litter sizes and offspring weight. Another study observed abnormalities in sperm cells in male rodents fed GMOs. Possible mechanisms. Glyphosate, a herbicide heavily used with GMOs, has been suggested to disrupt hormones like estrogen and testosterone. Additionally, altered gut bacteria in GMO-fed animals may influence fertility. These mechanisms, though not fully understood, are raising red flags, limitations. However, it's important to note that most of these studies were conducted on animals, not humans. Regulatory agencies argue that current evidence is insufficient to confirm these risks for humans. This calls for more independent, long-term research. The debate. 1. Supporters' viewpoint. Proponents argue that GMOs are a necessity for feeding a growing population. They highlight that GMOs have been extensively tested and approved by global regulators, including the FDA, and WHO, according to some experts, to date, there's no definitive evidence linking GMOs to human reproductive harm. Critics' concerns. Critics counter this narrative, pointing to the lack of long-term human studies. They question whether regulatory bodies rely too heavily on industry-funded research. Concerns about glyphosate's role as an endocrine disruptor only add to the debate. Personal impact. 1. How GMOs are in your food. You may not realize it, but GMOs are in most processed foods, cereals, snacks, and even baby formula, unless labeled organic or non-GMO. It's likely that GMO ingredients are present. 2. Real stories. Some families, like the Smiths, have chosen to avoid GMOs entirely after experiencing unexplained fertility issues. While this is anecdotal, it reflects a growing concern. Taking action. 1. Advocacy for transparency. One way to address these concerns is by demanding transparency. Clear labeling of GMO products allows consumers to make informed choices. 2. Practical steps. If you're concerned, start small. Choose certified organic products, avoid processed foods, and support local farmers who avoid GMOs. The question of whether GMOs impact fertility is far from settled. While preliminary studies raise concerns, the scientific community must conduct more thorough research to confirm or dispel these links. In the meantime, you have the power to make informed choices for your health and your family's future. Stay informed, advocate for transparency, and choose what aligns with your values. Together, we can shape a healthier tomorrow. Stay curious, stay informed.